right, we're getting there. Steph had a really good idea. Oh, can't see. Turn the light on, Steph. Steph had a good idea. We're never going to use this bathroom window, and there's both of us. What's say hey, Steph? Hey, Steph. We're never going to use this bathroom window, so Steph said, "Why don't we get some of that like Reflectix, this thing." Boop. Reflectix, just insulation. We're gonna put it like behind like some of the cabinets like this, and the ones up front, put it behind the bathroom window here, because we're never gonna open that up anyway. We got the fan and the vent up there. Otherwise, we're never gonna have that open. And then we'll put it, pups are in the back. Say hey, pups. And then we're gonna put some also probably behind any cabinet that's outer wall facing. So closet here, my cabinet here, all three above the bed, probably this one here, and then these two here. And then yeah, and kind of go from there. We may even try to get someone in the cabinets down below. I just got two rolls, so we'll try to put some in the cabinets below the sink area there, just to kind of help with a bit of the insulation. The thing that we've noticed, and again, it's like an RV or a travel trailer like this is never going to be as insulated as a house is. So we're just trying to find ways. Next week it's supposed to be in the 90s. It's been in the 80s this week, and it does really well. It's not that it's terrible, but the thing is like these ACs, it can't regulate it. So it's like basically what it does is it dumps air on us, whatever temp that we're set at, over that temp or below that temp, and then it just stops, and then the trailer will heat up over time until it drops below that set temp again, and then the AC just dumps air again. So it's kind of like, to us, it's kind of like, let's see if we can kind of offset it and block some of it. I know for this Intech model that we're in the Aucta Willow, it has this huge screen up front, and then of course they all have these like pull down drawer curtains, these MCD pull downs, and they are pretty much blackout, but not in the sense of like it doesn't wrap at all, so still lets a little bit of light in. And then I think the other part we'll probably put some of that in, aside from like the cabinets and stuff, is in the bedroom here behind these kind of like accordion curtains. We may or may not pull those up depending on where location is and where we are, but for the time being we're going to cut some to go behind those as well, because where we are right now there's absolutely no shade outside, so it basically just bakes us all day. But again, it's not like it's not comfortable. Would you say it's uncomfortable, Steph? I'd probably say it's nice. It's not uncomfortable. It's just for us trying to help it out a bit more. And again, we're on shore power, so again, it's not even about like, uh-oh, Steph's in here breaking stuff already.
Hey, now.
Is that under warranty? We're on shore power anyway, so it's not like we're concerned about our wattage or anything like that. But just for us, for comfortability, to see if it makes a difference in those like super hot days, and because we're in it long term / full-time ish, and we're going to be traveling for quite a bit of time, quite a bit of mileage, and we're leaving a lot of our stuff in here, so it's partly that too, just to see if we can like prevent some of the like bakage of what would happen in the interior here. But yeah, that's part of one of the mods that we're doing, and then I will catch you up on all of the other ones that we're doing as well. We're taking bets on if this one works or not. So we really like the sunlight here, except 5 o'clock in the morning when we're both trying to sleep. I know like daylight savings and time and all that stuff gets through, it won't be quite as bad, but yeah, so I got Steph here adding all these command strips in to stick this thing in there. You know, we'll cut it too short.
Maybe. Didn't account for that hook right there.
Which one?
Where it?
That's pretty good though. I mean, it's gonna let light in around the corners and stuff, but it won't be like dead on their eyeballs right when we're trying to wake up in the morning. Ain't that right, Macie? How much is?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That's some like ambiance right there. I'll take that over
if we wanted
blinded
to, we could
by
do
the
those
light.
too.
I think that's okay for now. We'll see. Yeah, I don't hate it. Sorry guys, too dark. Trying to see what it looks like from the outside. You can see it in there. Away from the reflection. But it's not too bad. That's the bathroom window there. And then these two windows, we still open this one and the one on the other side. But we did put it behind these ones as well. Because rarely are we opening those. Like I said, if we get like a really cool view or something, which this is a pretty cool view of the lake back here at the lakes in Maysville, North Carolina. Get a little bit of deeper dive into this actual campground in a different vid, but yeah, so far so good. And Steph's little mod there. A couple more we got to do as well in this video, so I'll walk you through some of the other ones as we keep it going. Sneak peek at that one right there. The one item that every RVer needs, museum gel. It's not really a hack anymore. Everyone knows what this stuff is, but essentially it allows you to keep things in their place where you want to do them and be able to travel by leaving things like on counters and things like that, because Steph and I are a bit more long-term / full-time in a travel trailer now. We don't want to constantly be putting things up and down on counters and on the floor and in boxes or whatever when we're moving from one spot to the next. So yeah, museum gel. Pick you up a box. You going with that? Okay. All right, doing a mod today. We're replacing our standard lock. So all standard RVs have this little like latch lock like this. You get in there close to this so they can see it. Latch lock like this. Universal key a lot of the times, and just like the simple lock and lock there. Small deadbolt, which is nice, but we just wanted something like this that kind of gives us the ability to have our little key code in there in case we lock ourselves out or forget a key or anything like that. So never done this before, so here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Get everything out. Okay. First time opening this too. Like that. Is that like a drill pad or something? Okay. I don't even know if this is the right size either, so we're going to find that out together too. It looks huge though. It's going to be huge because what it's going to do is it's going to add it's going to put a whole keypad. The keypad will come out to the side here, so it's going to take up double that space. Yeah, so this is just the Onaze brand, Amazon. Had good ratings in it, saw it recommended in a few forums and things like that, so that's why we went with this one. Alright, give me a second, I gotta get this apart.
Macie project managing. How's he doing? To be determined? Okay.
Okay, there we go. Just had to loosen it up. There we go. Nice. Once these come out. This is Amazon special too, a little electric screwdriver. Because I'm lazy and I don't do manual labor. Right, Steph?
Mm-hmm.
Until now. Oops. Okay. Old one is out. Let's see if we can get the new one in there. Okay, I got, let me see if this will just flush fit in on this side. I do have a different fits. It's just I can't get that in there. Because that doesn't move. It's like, how do you know what I'm saying? See, like it fits, but not because the way that's sticking out. Is that far enough over there? Is that where the other one was? It was not a loose fit. That was tight, so I had to shove it in there. It looks like the other bracket. Steph tried to give me these. Men don't need instructions. Just a little bit of muscle. Okay, it looks like this bracket fits back on there. Same. Yep, so that will fit back on. Yep, and just bolt the other side back on there, plug it in, test it out. Alright, looks like we need some double A's. Steph's gonna grab us a couple. Alright, I might actually need the instructions for how to work it though. Steph's, turn around, get your eye roll. Yeah. Alright, let me see. So, well, I mean, it's not plugged into that one, so let me see. Alright. There we go. And it's beeping, saying that it's ready for us. Macie, hand me that screw. Can you pick that up and in? Okay. You got the other one? Mm-hmm. Thanks. So the reason we're doing this is because, again, a lot of the mounts are like universal, and we just want to make it a little more stable for us, a little more safe for us. That one's in there, but and to, like, at some point I know I'm gonna leave a key in there and I'm gonna lock myself out somehow. Last one, we got the batteries in, and then yeah, we'll get this in. Okay, tightened up there. A nice little test tighten. Make sure everything's in there good. Alright, now we got it all unlocked. Alright, speaking of not locking yourself out, we want to make sure before we shut the door that that it works the way we intended to. So we got the beep when we plugged it in, indicating it was connected, so we got that. Yep, secured it on the back. So then, okay, now the initial password is 12345. Okay, so then we press this button to lock. And it's working, but it's not coming all the way out. See? See? Just like barely gets hung up right there. And it's not coming the rest of the way. That's why we test. Give me a second. Pop it back off and see, because it's not locking. It's like getting hung up. Are we sure those batteries are good? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say no. Now it's not even barely moving. Or is this supposed to stay in a locked position? Let me see. Test the door to ensure smooth experience any sticking or looseness. Readjust installation position. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move it a bit and swap it for their piece here, because I don't know if it's grabbing there, but it's not even registering for that anymore. Something's off. Okay, switch it up. All right, tested 2 of the batteries. 2 of them were dead, so put 2 new ones in there. Check the other ones, and we'll see if that did the trick. So we hit this to lock it. There it goes. Yeah, see how? That's how it's supposed to go. All right, now Nice. And it said test it a couple times. I'll hit the button again to lock it back up. The default 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the check to unlock. Lock it one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the unlock. Okay. And now I think we're good to set our own code, but you guys aren't going to hear that. So we'll be back after we get our code set. All right, we got the password reset. We had to replace this. Steph noticed that it looks like they installed this backwards because there's this lip on the back side. I mean, unless it's supposed to be grabbing that. But I think that's supposed to be swapped, but because of where it's placed and where they drilled it in and where this piece closes in at, that piece there, see how tight that is to that seal? If I flip that and re-drill 2 new holes, that doesn't fit. So like now, before you could do like a soft close like that, can't really do it with this one. So you have to give a little bit of a slam. So I think that's just the way that this kind of lined up with how wide that is, because how close it is to that seal. I'll keep an eye on this seal to make sure over time. See, it got a little bit of wobble to it in there. Just to make sure it's not rubbing that too bad. It's like so close to it, but can't do our soft close. It's got to give a bit of a slam to get it shut. But got that working, got the password reset. This kit also came with 2 little key fobs. I've got one of them set already, so just gonna do the other. I forgot which one was set. Okay. Oh wait, you gotta wait for it to reset. There we go. Okay, that one is set. Put that one in my pocket. And did that work? It did not. Did I miss something? Oh, there it goes. Okay, and this is the new fob. See the little dead bolt? I don't know, I can't really zoom in on this camera, but like, yeek. Alright. Alright, there we go. And there is one of our early mods. Swapped over to this Onace keypad lock. A little bit of heavier duty filling. I don't like the wobbly kind of catch in there, but we'll kind of see how it goes. This one does have a deadbolt and keys in here, so if this battery ever dies and we get locked out, we can still get back in. But I think just a little bit better peace of mind instead of having like a kit like these that's a little more like universal, and you can see like that's super loose right there. You can probably knock those out pretty easily and gain access. But again, it's just ease of mind, a little bit more safety hopefully, and just giving us a little bit of extra way to get in and out and protect us a bit more. The other item that we've added is a Furbo Mini. Now we've had a regular Furbo in our home for years now, and we knew when we were moving into the RV that we wanted to have a Furbo in here as well. And basically all that does is allow us to keep an eye on the pups. And the other benefit is it gives us a view at the trailer when we're not there, even if the pups are with us. And another item that we've added for the pups is the Waggle. And this allows us to know the temperature and the air quality within the RV, something that you have to have if you have pups. All right, another mod coming in. Going to look to install the LevelMate Max. Been using this. I mean, this little thing here works fine, but when we leveled out the first time, a little bit of trouble with the pups and Steph trying to help do this and hold the pups at the same time. Should have just left them in the truck with me, but I think with something like the LevelMate Max, we'll be able to kind of just like put it in here. I'll be able to check it on my phone. I can set everything up while she kind of helps hold the pups out to the side and does other little setup things for us for the outside. I did try and do the camera tonight. We picked up the Halo View BT7, but the mounting's a little weird on there. So like ours is pre-wired for like a Magnadine or Magnadyne, and it has the 4 bolts, but it's like a rectangular box in the back, and you can see on this one it's not rectangular. Has a kind of a weird shape to it. So I posted in the forum. I know others have installed this exact camera on this exact trailer, so I'm not too, it will fit. The bolts line up perfectly, but I just want to make sure that I'm like sealing it properly when we get it on there. So I'm going to wait till someone responds back in the forum there, and then we'll get this added as well. And this particular version also came with the tire pressure monitoring system, or the TPMS. I do have a tire minder system that I had bought to put on, but the original camera that we were going to buy, which is the Magnadine that's built and pre-wired for this camper, was out of stock, and we kind of need one because we're already on the road. So that's gonna happen as well. I'll probably work on that one in the morning, but tonight I figured I'd try to get this one going. So I'm gonna try to put it up in this front cabinet here. I know it's a little dark, sorry. Along one of this back wall here. Because of this particular model slopes out as well. It's like that tilt forward design in these Auctas. I can't really mount it on that far wall, I don't think. So I'm going to try to mount on this this piece here, and that should hopefully do the trick. Now let me get through the setup here, and then I will be right back. All right, got the battery on. It's doing the blinking. Now I'm just going to go through the app setup and get this thing on. Okay, so part of the setup is I have to mount this vertically. It did come with some like little glue tabs. Put them somewhere around in here. Then I have to sit in the truck. It's pretty close to towing, but then check the signal strength. So let me go do that. Oh man, it is a little dark in here. Give me one sec. All right, sorry. It's like 9 o'clock at night while I'm doing this, so it's really, really dark. I hide my password. You guys don't need to know that. Get back in to LevelMate here and make sure that it's still doing the grab for the signal strength from the tow vehicle from the distance of it. So where I put it in the camper, they said put a little bit towards the front, which I plan to use it anyway. And then the tow truck is fairly close to where the normal would be, so we're just going to check the signal real quick. Now the unit itself I'm going to mount a little further closer. Yeah, there we go. Signal is great. So we're good. I'm not even backed up all the way to the trailer. And then that unit itself, the LevelMate unit, is going to move up a little bit further into the camper. So we'll be good for sure. Got the porch lights on. The new door handle we put on, and the chaos that's happening inside. Oh man, I probably shouldn't be doing this at 9 o'clock at night. So I got to measure from the outside to the outside of the rear tires, the width there in inches, and I also have to measure the center, from the center of the front of the jack to the center of the rear wheel, also length in inches. So it's dark, so let me go see if I can get that. All right, I got it. 99 inches wide, 218 from the center of the rear wheel to the center of the jack in the front. Let's see what's next here. And then installation, logo face front, the orientation. So here we go. So I need to figure out which way I want to do it. I'm going to do logo facing passenger side. Yep. And measurement display resolution point to 0.50. What does that mean? By adjusting the measurement resolution, you can make your LevelMate more or less sensitive to distance. I don't know, 0.25 inch or 0.5 or half an inch. Half an inch you're probably not really even going to notice, because I think portions of ours now may be slightly off. And you can notice it when it gets a little past the 0.5, but I think I'm going to start there and then hope that I can change this at a later date if it's too loose of a measurement. Okay. Now we got, if we have slides, we do not have slides, so I need to set the level. Slide lean, level your RV. Okay, it's level. So I'm guessing at this point though, I don't know, do I need to have this in its place already, or do I just need to level it out? Okay, let's try it out there. So we'll do this. We'll slide it down here. because this is where it's going. That out. Slide that in there. Put that back into place for now. Just a tad. And then, all right, step outside. Whoops, step outside, and then we'll hit set level and see if that works. Apologies again, it's super dark. Bugs are everywhere. Okay, I'll set level. Okay, it is set. And there we go. We're ready. And I got the app tutorial. It's basically just walking you through the app, showing you where the battery is, where your pitch is, where your roll is. And then you get like a top view. You can get a hitch position, guides, and then your additional settings. And then it also has, I guess in this one, in the Pro version, or maybe they all have this, I'm not sure, but it has a listen to level, so I can just turn the app on and I can listen for it to call out when each piece is leveled out the way it needs to be. It says it will play a series of beeps that increase in frequency as your camper gets closer to being perfectly level. Then level on the go, just monitor the camper's levels in real time. So like whenever we're out and about, just make sure that it's not shifting and moving or anything like that. And then there we go. And I don't know, I'm guessing this is showing us his level right now. Good job, Steph. It's showing us his level. So I think Steph nailed it. Where's your old school thing at? Wherever that thing went, I don't know what happened to it. The old ruler that lights up. It's in here somewhere, but Steph did a good job. Looks like we're level. And yeah, I'm just gonna get this thing bolted in and we're ready to go. I'm just gonna put it in this existing position here because this is already bolted in, which I'm assuming means there's a stud or at least some type of structure in the rear there to get this in. And I'm gonna put the bottom in as well because this is battery powered. And when the batteries go dead, I don't want to like risk knocking it off from the level that it's on currently, since it looks to be pretty good. But I need the battery casing off to get this last one in. Sorry, bumping you guys out of the way. Here's where I need to check it on the phone though, to make sure that it's level. See what I'm trying to deal with here. So I tested this one. Once I push it in all the way and screw that screw all the way in, it's gonna level that one out. This is the one that's a little tricky right now. All right, scoot you back so I can get in here, make sure I get this right. You can see I got that one on the bottom, ready to go. And I think once I screw in the position that it's in, it'll flatten it to the side and it will level that one back out. All right, got it in there, but I stripped the screw out, so I'm gonna have to try and tighten it a little bit more before we can use it. So I'm gonna run tomorrow and get some pliers because we broke the toolbox down and it was one of those, we only buy it and add it back if we need it. And now I need a pair of pliers to try and get that screw all the way in. Strip that one out, tried a different ways to try and tighten it back up with the rubber band trick and all that. Didn't work. So yeah, I probably should have drilled out a little bit there before, but I figured the first one went in super easy, so I thought the second one would do the same, but there could be a bracket and there's a little bit more that it's got to dig through on that one. So I'll get that one fixed, and then the LevelMate Pro Max is ready to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love, and let's wander on to the next one.